Hello, hello. Um, I see we got somebody already in the chat. How you doing? Yeah, doing some cleaning recently and found a whole bunch of old stuff that's been kicking around. Unfortunately, most of the paint, the watercolor paint, was dried out, but found this beauty of a brush. So, yeah. So yeah, like I said, going to be continuing with this. And I'm like sitting there realizing I wanted to make this one change. Didn't want her to have on like yellow paint type things. And I might change the color of the shoulder pads. Hello, dear. It's nice to see people excited about this. And to be honest, I have been as well. Yeah. And I originally actually had planned on doing this Monday, but yeah, Thanksgiving weekend up here. And honestly, after Thanksgiving with my family, I was a little burnt. So I rescheduled it to tonight, which works out even better considering the my chosen Tuesday show is not running again this week. And I apologize if y'all can hear all of the noise that's going on outside. I wish I could tell you what's going on. It's been driving me batty. You know what? I might pull up something on Spotify. As soon as I fix this one, mark right there. Okay. Perfect. I'm not sure if there's anybody out there right now, but so yeah, give me a moment. Okay. Headset off kind of helps. There you go. Copyright free music. Don't know if anybody, there's somebody there. Let me know how the volume is. or if you guys can hear it. Pretty quiet, but appropriate. So long as you can hear it and it's not overpowering. That's perfect. Better. Largely today I'm going to be working in some detail with her, and I'm hoping to get the symbol done. Did you freehand that background image? No. I admit I take full advantage when it comes to stuff like this of the fact that my laptop is essentially a giant whiteboard. So I found clip art of the Wright's design. In this case, the yellow lantern symbol. Sized it up to what I wanted. And put my paper over top of the screen of the laptop. And traced from there. I wanted to get those black parts a little more popping. This is the nerve-wracking part when it comes to this stuff. Hey, Rosetta. How you doing, love? Hoping you're feeling better. Of course, I did take the full advantage yesterday and look for the inspiration for what I want for the background. Because those who may have caught it and those who haven't, I want for those, as me being who I am, you guys know me, I love my Easter eggs when it comes to that stuff. And my art is kind of no different. One of my favorite artists is actually an artist called Octavio Ocampo. And his stuff always is very layered. Being that the longer you stare at it, the more you see. And I want that similar kind of thing here. So with what I'm doing here, it's when you'll be able to lay all 9 of them out, and the backgrounds will line up to one big picture. That hand I'm going to leave as is for a moment. Still debating on what color I'm going to do this. I don't have quite enough black in there. Yeah, I like the look of that better. Let's see. A bit better. Hopefully should be drawing again by the weekend. Excellent news. Mama Bear and Shot. How you doing, Ron? I hope everyone is having a maximum pleasant evening so far. Good. This is feeling a little loud for me. That's better. Okay. Color the inside of that later. No, we don't. You're such a sweetie. Okay, pulling out some Payne's Gray. Again, from the stuff I found the other day. Watercolor paints. Sadly, the white is the one that's dried up. I'm also trying to keep two separate dishes, one for clean water, one for dirty. That's going to be fun to play with. Let's check the color of this one. Nice. Okay. The effect I want for this, I don't want this to be just flat. I want it to have the kind of mottled look that goes with, stone. So that's some Payne's Gray. A little bit of brown. there. And some black. Some junk. Greetings, Ancient One. I hope we get. Nice to see we got some people rolling in. Of course, please remember to light up that like button. I guess that would be the appropriate term in this case. Now, share it out. The only thing is, I set it up at this time so I didn't overlap the Dark Council, and I didn't run into that. Loveliness. Put one right there. Hi, Sam and Nick, both of you. Got the Wonder Twins from down under. Love it. Doing well. Happy to see you, boys. Yep. Same here. Just been doing some tidying. Found some fantastic. I don't know if I finished the thought or not. Found some fantastic projects that, well, one helped with the organizing that I've been trying to work on, and little bonus content. Of course, I'm going to try it out initially first before I record, but I found a whole bunch of DIYs for inserts for the shelving unit that I have, the IKEA shelving unit. I'm very happy. Hoping I'll be able to turn the one into storage underneath the desk. Remember, I want to get some purple dots in here. On the plus side, the technique I'm working on right now works great with the shaky hands. And take a little finish up between timestamps. That's what I was between. A few, I believe I'm still not even halfway through. They generally happen every week. Christy was going to host last week, but she was having internet problems. So, unsure if she will be trying again this week or if somebody else will at this point. We have not had the chance to talk about that yet. Everybody's been so up in the air. That being said, I might host if nobody else jumps on. Yeah. Taking an experiment with the copyright-free music on Spotify, seeing if that will wind up getting claimed or not. Alright, Cara. Thank you for stepping in my paint. Guest on the. She can't become a guest on the. Naughty boy. Oh, that's true. It's actually amazed Mandy Summers became part of the Queen's Council. I'm not a moderator of their live streams. I can't pull the proper shoutouts. Mandy actually, at this point, was a guest, and she is a definitely welcome back at any point in time. That was actually my first chance to stream with her. And yeah, she is an absolute delight. Absolutely. Yeah, make sure I got some purple in there. Let's see. Hoping to get a switch light this week so I can start my demon recruiting next month. I got that. Between us, I wouldn't mind, having some sort of miracle happen or whatever, where I could get some sort of system for us. Because, one can't live on YouTube alone. Yes, Kitty. The one you are hearing is my female, and that's Cara. Well, proper name Cara Zor-El. Bonus points for anyone who knows where that comes from. That's my girl. And she does live up to her name. Despite the fact she's the smaller of my two cats. Anyone who has seen Buddy on when he makes an appearance on, Maki's live streams would notice he is currently missing some hair on the top of his head. That's because my 15-pound cat, my 15-pound British short hair little tank of a cat, gets his butt whooped by the 8-pound cat. He's a big old mama's boy. Yes, she is, Chris. Yeah, she does work the wizard. I think she does. There's a vampire one. I think she does. I might be wrong. I admit I am not great at following everybody. I've been having life has just been chaos. Yes. Let's see. Okay, counts in the future. Should be Lady Torio. When it comes to if there's any changes or whatever, that would have to be somebody who's had a couple rounds, so we know how they connect with the team. I'm pretty sure that's how I found the channel through the Queen's Council. Probably. Mine? Yes. More than likely. Though I know there are some kicking around from when I was doing poetry. Cat battles. Yes. Charles, I am so sorry, lovey. And it was a C. I'm so sorry, darling. My head has just been all over the place. For me, it is. I am very big in making sure I try to get the names right. And I'm sorry. I've been called worse. I'll still call you darling. I haven't heard from you in a while. One thing's for certain, I'm gonna get the timestamps finished. And that Squirrels Between Two Nuts podcast she did with you. Something to really help both ends. I hope, she is an absolute sweetheart. Yeah. And yeah, if anyone wants to catch that, yes, that is still, as far as I know, around on her channel. But yeah, it definitely has some moments where it is not safe for work, not safe for kids, and not for my usual reasons. We wind up touching on some very heavy subjects. I'm kind of MIA, mostly trolling around on Twitter. And yet you still didn't hit my sensors. It's funny. Admittedly, I haven't been as good about checking the general reel. I wind up missing so much, finding out about so and so got canceled, or you know, like after the fact, and I always feel bad because I like to protect my friends, and though after that whole Red Sonja entertainment, because I did not update my channel on that. It's still having moments where it reels back. But yeah, that one got out of hand pretty fast. To the point, I myself found I got labeled as racist over it. I still don't understand the logic behind it. When I am in support of this actress, I am all for it. I'm a big fan of hers, actually. Still not sure the logic behind it. And I admit, when that happened, the silence in the community surprised me. Hi, sweetheart. Let's see. I'm not feeling brave about that one spot, so we'll just move on to the next birthday. The reason why I figured I'd start doing the timestamps between its podcast sessions would help encourage various people to get to know the people. And you know what? That's a great idea. That's fantastic. It is cracked because you know how long I've been kicking around here, and I still feel like very few people actually know me. Thank you, Charles. Oh, a good chunk of you guys. Azalea, they really jumped. And that's another one that doesn't surprise me. Azalea is just, I love her so much. She is a ray of sunshine. I don't get to visit her channel as often as I'd like. And I admit I don't always announce myself when I do. Speaking of poetry, I've been uploading readings on my own original poems. For real. Forgive the commercial. Ten like height. Awesome. Ashley self-published a short collection through Amazon. All my friends and family are buying them. Oh, God. And I really didn't. No, definitely go check that out later. That's the sad part about Spotify.
Time to explore the world again. So whether you want to find ways to connect with new customers abroad or discover unique markets, export develop in Canada.
10 like height. That's awesome.
The world has to offer.
No more commercial. What do we got here? Everything I managed. Timestamps done for Matt Squirrel's podcast session with Lady Torio. Views on that jumped as well. Awesome. Being honest, if that'll help her, absolutely. I can't imagine the interview with me, though, is a big desire to watch. I admit I'm a little controversial at times. Hey, Steve. You actually missed at dinner yesterday. My sister's not as good of a pundit as you are. Hello, Bone. Got here. Okay. Just rinsing my brush off a little bit here and there. For this one, I'm trying to focus, for this particular symbol, I'm trying to focus on keeping like lots of grays, blacks, blues, purple. That being said, they're not all going to have the same color combination. Because I am playing with the color theory thing. And I know I get quiet, and I am sorry about that. Okay. Thank you both. That's actually that is. I'm actually happy here. I was like kind of hoping for kind of a granite look for them, that stone granite type thing, which I know makes total sense for a green space, but this is my drawing, dang it, and I want this texture. Which one? You know what? That's probably better a DM conversation. Oh, the Mad Squirrel one, probably. Oh, I admit in mine there were things said that I know aren't for everybody. And that stream probably should come with a warning.
It's 8 a.m. Load the kids, tackle the school run traffic. You arrive just in time, but your meeting is moments away. You have to present. So, school
Just because the way the conversation wound up going.
Wi-Fi hotspot, and you're on. Mobile office, Texas City. We get it. Your truck
Because I admit,
is just a truck.
my past is not a pleasant one. Why do I still have that highlighted?
And with her brand new tableware, everyone's welcome at Marlene's table. All of her family, friends, even her neighbor with a pet. Hey, has anyone seen a ferret around here? Found it. Dig into Amazon's epic daily deal. Spend less, smile more.
And one of these days, I'm going to download some music and figure out how to do it so I don't have commercials. But first, I'm just doing she is. That's awesome. I'm happy here she's still doing it. I'm going to pop around in here. Definitely smell black. And that purple sunlight popped. Holy cow. Let's move around in there. I know I still haven't put the Payne's Gray in there. And that purple suddenly was just doing this is Sparta. I'm like, no, this is not Sparta. Calm your roll. Overexcited color. This is my own big. Again, I've got it in the description. This is my own personal mashup from another, inspired by another friend that one partially from Maki, because he has been doing his Sonic Girls and Street Fighter. That's it. Mashup. And someone suggested that I should do a rainbow type set because I love rainbows. I make no secret about it. You know, rainbows, sparkles, all that stuff makes me happy. But yes, that somebody suggested that I do that, and the more I got thinking about it, the more I loved the idea. And I got thinking rainbow, like Rainbow Brite would probably be a good jumping off point. And then I remembered the Lantern Corps, because that is one of those things I am madly excited about when it comes to like the talks of anything. Like, I think they are doing a Green Lantern movie, or at least they were talking about it at one point. Again, you're feeling a little loud. Hate it when Spotify gets demanding. But so this is the Yellow Star Kid, Canary Yellow, as a Yellow Lantern. And that's what I'm going to be doing for the entire series. Is combining the Rainbow Brite characters and putting them as Lantern Corps. And I'm sure I could have said that in a much more concise way. But you got rambling. My apologies. I am hoping, and I really wish Grumpy was here because he'll be excited to hear this. There's a reason why I haven't worked on the background yet. Because even though it would have made complete more sense to start on that. What I'm hoping to do, once I get this part done, her and this, I'm going to try scanning it so I can hopefully make a sticker of the two of them. make a sticker of it, and then separately I'll do it up as the proper painting. That's really cool. Is this the first one in the series? Yes, yes, she is. I had talked about doing this for a bit, and I just got to the point of it's time. Which is I generally feel very nervous about this anything promoting myself. Oh my god! Like even to the point there's when yeah, I've got the tip jar, which exclamation tip if you want to see that, and thing the GoFundMe because yeah, desperately need help, but I suck at asking for it. And I may continue some of this off camera, like the fine details, so I can lean in without really worrying too much about that stuff. Like about y'all having to see my head. I feel bad enough that you guys are staring at my nails, which are in dire need of a repaint. I don't. And as always, I'm sure you guys hear it enough times with knocking in. I've said it enough times on my own channel. I'm sorry if I go quiet. It's part of the process. I'm sure as I go, the techniques will improve. And maybe start attracting others soon. But I am working on. I'm planning on doing this regularly. That way, people actually have stuff to look forward to on my channel. Yeah, she felt right to be one to start with. Considering it's October, everyone's doing spooky stuff. This is the month of fear. This is the month where most horror movies tend to come out. And, like I mentioned it last time, but for some reason, they always they focus quite heavily on think of how many horror movies you've seen, like those who watch them. And quite often the victim is generally wearing the same color. It's like those of us original Star Trek fans. You know, we knew if someone was wearing a red shirt, they weren't going to be kicking around long. You see someone in yellow in a horror movie. Same thing. Charming cat. I am actually. I am a horror fan. More of the classic stuff, though I admit I've been meaning to get around to watching Candy now. But quite often I find somewhere around Blair Witch and Texas Chainsaw Massacre type thing, it shifted from to being scary to just gory. And it lost something for me. gore and jump scares and all of that. I mean, and I know I could pull off this texture a lot better with the sea sponge. And patience. Though it is looking very awesome. I'm curious about the new Candyman. I want to watch Spiral too. Most prefer older and horror movies. There's a ton of great Asian horror. I know, right? I'm a fan of the actor. And yes, not just because y'all know, he's easy on the eyes for me, but he is very talented. I'm actually very happy to was very happy to find out that Aquaman 2 is actually going to focus more heavily on his character, on Black Manta. Because for me, that was one of the downfalls of the movie. Black Manta is such an iconic Aquaman villain, and to give him that little setup screen time just wasn't right. Yes, Carrie. Do not step on that. Oh, thank you, darling. Thank you so much. Yeah, Japanese sweet home film. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. That for me is the only type of. It's the only horror thing I don't do. Yeah, no zombie stuff. Zombies and mirrors. Like in the original Suicide Squad movie, that was one I could have used a warning from my friends that were in were watching me live tweet it as I was watching it. Which of course they were part of the supernatural community, so me typing in Jesus she came out of the mirror really didn't faze them. You have weird friends when. Okay. Love your car. You're so sweet, baby. Okay. And I found in my collection some cadmium yellow and Gambro yellow. Gambro Indian yellow, my bad. To go with the yellow that's in my standard kit. But if there's any art company that's watching, I am willing to try out new art paints. Watercolor's my preferred medium, though I do have other things. Never hurts to put it out there. I'll let you guys talk about that stuff in the chat. I'm really loving the brightness of this though. And this does give me the opportunity to explore which do I prefer, because the ones I found, they're all tube versus what I normally do are pans. And my mixed media teacher, he was a big fan of pans, the pre-done pans, and yeah, granted, that did influence. Sorry. No, you guys can go right on ahead with the Resident Evil lore, discussion. I've had so many zombie nightmares in my life. It's an automatic fear for me. And I've said it a few times to various people. Zombie movies seem awfully fun until you find yourself in one. And what you're hearing is the exact reason I'm learning to keep a clean water dish. Because I've accepted I can't keep the cats from drinking warm water. Where did actually my mom. This one I think is a Stadler watercolor kit, and I've got various loose paints. Most of them seem to be Grumbacher. You see, when I was in school, my mom was kind of like the original helicopter parent. Um, to the point where I had a hard time getting her to stop doing my homework. And then try and explain to the teacher afterwards why the handwriting on the homework and the handwriting on the tests don't match up. Mm. Nobody ever asked that question. It was my two sisters, but I got to the point where I'm like, you know what? We found the those at-home schooling courses thing, and I looked at her and I said, I don't care what it is. Pick something and find your own homework to do. And she picked an art course. Helicopter parent is one of those that's always hovering, you know, looking over every little detail. Yeah, kind of the opposite of that. Kind of the opposite of what you had. Awesome. Like she wasn't always. She did have her hands off moments, and oh, so my mom wound up taking art lessons, and I went to an art school myself. So our world quickly got very infested with art supplies. In fact, a couple of the art stores were newest by name. Like that scene in Cheers whenever somebody walks in, that was us at the art stores. Mm, I know I expressed frustration a number of times, and or interest in wanting to pick this up. Being it's the one class I missed. And as it stands, I would actually be really tempted on seeing if I could find that particular teacher, that's class I missed. On Twitter or wherever. He's probably on Facebook with the rest of my teachers in high school. Just to show off. Because he was such a wonderful artist. His watercolors were absolutely beautiful. The way he could draw water was just gorgeous. And I'm trying not to ignore you guys, I swear. Okay, Atari's Haunted House. Solving basic action. Used to be an artist. Now it brings no pleasure to me. I'll tell Maki. That's okay. I don't even remember who said it. It was a quote I came across recently. I think it was Pablo Picasso, but don't quote me. We're all born artists. Ay, Jesus, dude. Not that one. I don't even know if you guys can see it. Get your paw off my drum. We're all born artists.
Oh, not everybody's born kind of world.
Yeah. Let me finish the saying. So he's gonna go. Stop it. But yeah, we're all trying this again because my cat is being hilariously interruptive. We're all born artists. Some of us just don't forget it. Or something like that. The trick is learning not to forget it. Yeah, he's cute. Okay, I admit I like having the more shades. He always does. It took him long enough to realize I was live streaming. But yeah, sorry. I admit I like having the multiple shades as opposed to just one rainbow and a couple shades of brown and black. Still not entirely certain about the tubes though. Especially considering I'm in the process of trying to rehydrate one because I need white. So yeah, that may be something that'll go on the Christmas list, wish list. 'Cause my mom has commented a few times that she can see, and she's quite impressed on how well watercolors and I are taking to each other. I'm taking watercolors. However you want to look at it. And frankly, I'm a little impressed myself. Mm. God damn. Don't ask me why I keep doing that hand flick thing. I have no clue. Weird quirk, I guess. Mm-hmm. Much as I'm sure all of you guys are totally entertained on this one, I'm on the fence as to whether I should keep going or just doing this, finishing this off stream. I'm definitely getting to that point that Monkey always talks about being in the zone. I see the chat shifted. Hold on. You love watching the process. I get it. It's fascinating to watch. I admit I've got a few channels that I save and I go and I watch. This I don't want to darken up a bit more. Getting away from the light. Hi, Grumpy. I'm glad I stuck around now. I wasn't summoning you. Back your butt up. You keep to that side. Don't even think about it. What the hell that was? think at this point other than possibly touching up that one spot, it's probably as far as I can get at this point, before I start muddying it up. Which I kind of fear I've already done with the hair, but I think that will pretty much do it for the this portion. Like I said, before I start muddying things up, and I want to be able to do some detail on her eyes that I really need to lean in for. So, thank you guys for watching. And I will be posting updates with the what I do before I start working on the background. Of course, if you guys want, I can always do that last detail before I do that, before I start working on the background. Live or not, I'll leave that up in a Twitter poll. Okay? So, catch y'all later. Love you. And thank you guys so much for stopping by.